to match up with the Washington football team. Here's Randy Bullock now to put toe to leather, and off we go from Nashville. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone, and we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. A man who played his college ball here in the Volunteer State of Memphis, Antonio Gibson. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. To throw it. Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now a throw here, hauled in. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. A handoff for Gibson. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down. Now Heineke. That's complete to his tight end, Seals-Jones. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard. Off the play fake, Heineke. Open man is the tight end, John Bates. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw is Heineke. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time, 2nd goal. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Throwing. Heineke looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Quite the drive there to get things started. They took up the bulk of the first quarter, and they end up in the end zone.
And I love your last point. Ended up in the end zone. Because a lot of teams like those long drives, especially to keep their offense off the field, right? Keep the ball away from them. But they finished it with a touchdown. That's the exclamation point. Now flip it over defensively. They've got to slow that down somehow, right? Maybe they need to be a little more aggressive. Maybe a few more pressures towards the quarterback.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Henry again on 2nd down. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Chase Young. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough task for Tannehill and the Titans. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. DeAndre Carter back deep. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Ricky Seals-Jones, the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down. Here's Gibson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. On 3rd down, Heineke. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
He was trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Oh, it's complete. A diving grab there by Brown. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
To me, there's nothing like watching rookie effort in the NFL. So excited to be there. They're going to give you the max on each and every play, aren't they?
Well, he proved himself on that catch, that's for sure.
I think he may have proved himself to the point where he's going to get a second here.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2nd and 8. A give running right, Gibson. he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. Completes it to Samuel. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. They'll try to run with Gibson. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, a 3-yard touchdown run. And Washington going to add on to their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Following the touchdown, Dustin Hopkins will kick it away. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. First down, Gibson. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Heineke. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On play action, Heineke. Throw right side, taken in by Gibson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Now a 2nd down and 6. Heineke now. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Heineke from the gun on third down. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. De'Ami Brown in the final seconds of the first half. And Washington able to stretch that lead out even further. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Oh, good return up past the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got a man, it's his fullback. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. They snap it to Tannehill. It's caught. Michael Pruitt. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Montez Sweat. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill, he's got it complete. Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, it wasn't a big strike, but that completion put them in really great range. What do we have now, 4th and inches?
Yeah, it's not more than a half a foot.
You know what I would do here?
You would always go for it.
I'm one of those guys.
And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, it's Tannehill. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Tannehill now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
And Bullock will put this one through. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off the lead.
Well, something's better than nothing, all right? They didn't play particularly well in the first half, but they definitely need them to step on the accelerator now and play a whole lot better.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action. Now Heineke. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
Well, it certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
We have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Tannehill. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down. Tenth carry now for Derrick Henry. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry. A 21-yard touchdown run. And the Titans are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Now all of a sudden we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again. Got to get the offense into high gear. But we've seen this before. When you've kind of been in shutdown mode for a while thinking that you're okay, it's hard to mash the gas again and have everything work perfectly. They've got to flash together a good drive right here and now.
Because defensively, got to be feeling confident. They haven't allowed a point this half. Washington on third down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Heineke. That's into the hands of his tight end Bates. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. They'll run on first down. It's Gibson. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Heineke. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Credit the sack there to Harold Landry. Washington on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Fourth down, Heineke. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Washington goes for it, but it does not pan out. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position.
Let him know. Check 24. Kill. Turn up.
On first down, it's Henry. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. 57 yards on the ground for him so far. Working with a 2nd and 3. Tannehill. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high-percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
And that'll be incomplete.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense.
He's got a man complete, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So for those of little faith, guess what? It got done. They now have the lead with that touchdown this late in the contest. I wonder if that was a play they were holding or a play that they just knew would work from past experience.
Well, I just saw it in their eyes on the sideline before starting that last drive, and they did. You're right. They got it done. Looks like they're going to be the winners. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. DeAndre Carter now from his end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking two plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
Let's see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got McLaurin. And all the way up to the 46. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the fourth quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
They will definitely feel like that, because when you have a lead in the fourth quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis.